For the last several days, I've been trying to make a time-lapse of the sunset. I started having a fascination with making time-lapse videos several years ago, after making my first one of a storm in front of my house. After that, though, I rarely had the time or patience to make them. More recently, meaning sometime in the last week, the itch to make another one hit me. I have the new MacBook Pro with Final Cut, and I'm dying to push it to its limits with thousands of raw 20 megapixel images. Plus, I would love to explore more of Maine. I made my first big time-lapse of the Penobscot Narrows Bridge that connects to Verona Island. This one was late at night because I didn't get off work until well after sunset, and I had other things to do beforehand. That one was alright, but I wanted to make a longer one since the first one was only a few seconds long. I planned to go the next night to Belfast and make a time-lapse of US 1 over the water, but I made a wrong turn on the way and ended up back by the bridge. On this go, I had more time and a better view of not only the bridge, but Fort Knox and the Narrows too. That one turned out much better, but I realized I wanted to do something while there was at least a bit of light, so I could get better views and change up my lenses. My plan was to go to Belfast on my next day off work, so that's what I did. Unfortunately, I forgot to check the weather and was disappointed to find that it was raining, albeit very lightly. Still, my gear was not weatherproof since I'm using vintage lenses and knockoff adapters. No matter, I thought. I'll wait out the weather by getting dinner first and waiting for the sunset. Sure enough, the weather seemed to clear up and I was good to go. I set up my gear on the dock next to the Nautilus restaurant and started recording. The first issue I ran into was that I forgot to format my memory card before recording, so I was going to run out of space before the sunset even happened. At this point, I was already over an hour into it, so I just kept going and decided to switch cards when needed. Not long after, the rain came back with a vengeance, so I hurriedly loaded everything into my car. Looking at a weather map, this area would not be clear in time. With that in mind, I looked at where on the map there was no rain. Bar Harbor looked promising. Once to Mount Desert Island, I had already missed the sunset, so I went somewhere I knew would have lights, the Bar Harbor Inn. I set up my gear, and that ended my night. Unsurprisingly, 5,000 raw images at over 20 megapixels was enough to bring my computer to its knees. Then, yesterday, at around 5 o'clock, I decided to try one more time. I quickly researched nearby places to go since I had at best 2 hours to get there and be filming. 2 places back on Mount Desert Island stood out, so I left. Somehow, I managed to lose 45 minutes between having the idea and getting in the car, so I was running behind schedule. I raced there as quickly as I could, encountering lots of closed park roads since it's early spring, windy and confusing turns, plenty of speed traps, and deer. Lots and lots of deer. By this time, the sun was already at the horizon. I was wasting time trying to get my original destination. Both places I wanted to go were closed, but I did see a nice view with an open road on my way, so I headed back. After what felt like an eternity fumbling around with my maps, I finally found the perfect spot. And you know what? I missed the sunset. Sure, I was disappointed, but the view I had was spectacular, and I should have plenty more chances to catch a sunset at an even better spot. If you like these time-lapse videos, I'll have a link in the description to download them. And if you like this type of video, let me know by leaving a thumbs up or a message in the comments. With that said, enjoy the full-length time-lapse videos.